So the mental health diagnosis, the ones that I know of, has been manic depression and anxiety. Um, I've had severe head injury, so uh, yeah, my diagnosis, as far as I know, the two are manic depression and anxiety.
Okay.
Um, like I really didn't notice them until later on in life, and it kind of varies from day to day. There's the good days and there's the bad days, seeing as I now take medications. So some days are easier than others, but I manage to get by. Um, I actually can't remember when I was diagnosed. I was diagnosed probably as a teenager or so, but I can't recall my exact date of diagnosis. Well, with my depression and anxiety, I would tend to isolate and cut myself off from other people, and became very depressed and suicidal. So I tried to harm myself and injure myself and just isolated. Um, I cannot remember the names of my medications, but I take a depression pill and an anxiety pills, and um, I participate with Frontier House, and I see a counselor and a therapist. The experience of therapy has been uh, great for me. At first, it was a little hard to communicate with my therapist and my counselor, but as I got used to my medications and got to know my therapist and my doctors and everything, it it gradually gets easier. Um, I've had several reactions between family and friends, to where like I've even found out that friends weren't really friends. They were discouraging and negative. But for the most part, everybody that I make contact with now and everything is very supportive, and they actually tend to want to know more of themselves too, and just want me to open up more and explain how life and stuff is for me. They wanna they wanna understand and try to connect with me, and for me, it's about building a bond with people, and with my medications and everything, and Frontier House and counseling, um, I become more spontaneous, um, more curious and interested in meeting people and talking to people, and is like at times when I meet someone new, it's like a great adrenaline rush. Is the excitement. So it's it's really neat at times. It's cool. It's like an adrenaline rush. Um, yes, in a way, at times, like the perception of myself always changes. Like I said, the days vary from a good day to a bad day to an excellent and an awesome day. And that also deals to the great people that I'm surrounded by, and the feeding off of other people's energy, like encouragement and positivity. Like when I have the positive people around me, I'm very positive and very experienced. So pretty much with my diagnosis and my personal experiences, I just try to stay away from the negativity of things and always try to maintain a positive outlook on stuff. So it's it's difficult at times. Yes, absolutely. So as a strength and improvement in myself, I said my strengths and my positivity is where those come into play, and my strength is being able to kind of um, feel people out and get to know them, and I kind of have the intuition of knowing what's going to be right for me and what's a good comparison and what's not a good comparison. but I still like to give everybody a benefit of the doubt. So sometimes it takes me a couple times of meeting them and getting to know them before I can decide. But pretty much my strengths are just being positive and being productive and just trying to help myself out as well as helping others. What I'd like other people to know about living with these diagnoses is it's hard to find ourselves at time. It's hard to find yourself, and sometimes you just gotta take that leap and reach out for the help and to help you judge and figure out what your diagnosis is, and not be afraid of being diagnosed with something, because the sooner that you are diagnosed, the sooner that you'll be able to stop being self-judgmental and maybe hard on yourself, and just as becomes relieving to get a diagnosis and just to know that there is help, there are people that care, rather than being trapped in your own little world and being scared to venture out. It's an adventure. Just go for it. Well, okay. For starters, a little bit about myself. I wasn't exactly sure what I was being diagnosed with. I wanted to hide in the shadows. I didn't want to accept a diagnosis, and I figured that I'd be judged and people would look down on me, and it was just a scary experience. And for a long time, it was very self-shaming. And I just want people to know that you don't have to be ashamed. You don't have to be scared. There are people that care. We all matter. And it's better to know what your diagnosis is than to be left in the dark and possibly self-injure yourself or go through the mental discouragement when there's no need for the mental discouragement. It's just your productiveness and your positivity, and there's lots of help. Well, I like trying new things. I'm very experimental, so I'm usually down to try whatever's new: mountain climbing, hiking, roller skating, biking. Sorry. Art, jewelry. One of my favorite things is just to take that leap and find others like myself and talk to people and just try to be more open with myself and let people know that there are individuals that are similar to me and can use the help and just need someone to talk to. And that's one of my favorite things of Frontier House. I run a snack bar. I make new acquaintances all the time, and your acquaintances could lead to a friendship or a passionate relationship.